Hey guys! Here are some more history facts that will blow your mind. The only time I find history interesting is when I'm not learning it for school. All information in this video is collected from Reader's Digest and FactRepublic.com. So, let's jump in. 1. Adolf Hitler's nephew fought against the Nazis in World War II. During the Second World War, William Patrick Hitler, later William Patrick Stewart Houston, was drafted into the United States Navy, where he served as a hospital corpsman throughout the war until 1947. He was wounded in action and was awarded the Purple Heart, and went on to gain American citizenship. 2. The fastest surgeon ever ended up causing a 300% mortality rate. Surgeon Robert Liston was considered the fastest knife in the West. He was a pioneer in speed surgery. When performing a battlefield amputation in front of a group of spectators, Liston cut through his patient's leg so quickly that he accidentally cut the fingers off the person who was helping him. One man who witnessed the surgery collapsed and died of a heart attack. Then Liston's patient and his assistant died of blood poisoning from their joint amputation, making him the only surgeon in history to have a 300% mortality rate. 3. There were dance marathons during the Great Depression. These human endurance contests served as a way of giving financially unstable married couples a roof over their head and food to eat for a few days. The dance partners would take turns sleeping while the other propped them up and continued dancing with them. 4. Genghis Khan was known for siring at least 11 children. Scientists conducted a study in 2003 that showed that 1 in 200 men share a Y chromosome with the conqueror. 5. In the Victorian era, men with mustaches used special cups called mustache cups. These specially made mugs had guards on them which prevented a man's mustache from dipping into their warm cup of tea. I think this cup can come in handy even today. 6. 46 BC was 445 days long and is the longest year in human history. Nicknamed the Year of Confusion, this year had 2 extra leap months inserted by Julius Caesar. This was in order to make his newly formed Julian calendar match up with the seasonal year. 7. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was never straight. Known for its 4-degree lean, this Italian bell tower was constructed in the 12th century. When construction on the second story started, the tower started to lean due to the unstable ground it was built on. 8. Cleopatra was the first member of her dynasty to speak ancient Egyptian. She was also able to speak 8 other languages, including ancient Greek, ancient Iranian, ancient Parthian, Syriac, Ethiopian, Troglodyte, Hebrew and Arabic. Meanwhile, I can't even speak 3 languages properly. 9. Paul Tibbets, pilot of the Enola Gay, the plane that dropped the first nuclear bomb on Hiroshima, didn't have a funeral or headstone. When he was close to death, Tibbets decided he didn't want a funeral or a headstone as he worried it would become a place for protesting nuclear armament. Instead, he was cremated, and his ashes were scattered over the English Channel. 10. In medieval England, the word ask was pronounced axe. This pronunciation of the word was even featured in the first English translation of the Bible. Ask and it shall be given. Well, I'm asking you to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell. Also, give this video a thumbs up to help this channel grow, get a job, get married, and have kids. Anyway, let's continue with the video before this channel become old and dies. 11. Shakespeare originated the "Yo Mama" joke. In his play, Titus Andronicus, one of the characters, Chiron, exclaims, "Thou hast undone our mother," to which another character, Aaron, replies, "Villain, I have done thy mother." 12. Hollywood moved from New York to Los Angeles to escape Edison's patents. Thomas Edison had patents on over 1,000 different things, including most of the technology needed to make high-end movies. So independent filmmakers moved to California, an area of the country where the judges weren't as friendly to Edison and his patents. 13. Charles Darwin invented his own wheeled office chair. The famous researcher found that, in his study area, he would have to go through the rigmarole of walking about the office from bench to bench, desk to desk. So, to maximize his productivity and save him some valuable study time, he decided to attach wheels to his luxurious armchair. 14. Spartans were so rich that nobody had to work. Ancient Sparta was an immensely wealthy country, mainly due to their conquest and domination of their neighbors, the Helots. When a Spartan boy reached adulthood and became a man, the Spartan state awarded him with an allotment of public farmland. They also rewarded him with a constituent of Helot slaves to work it. 15. Ancient Egyptian pharaohs used their slaves as flycatchers. They would lather their slaves in honey, which would attract any flies to their slaves rather than themselves, as well as trap and kill the flies. That's just cruel. 16. Despite the legend, George Washington didn't have wooden teeth. The first American president had luxury dentures that were made out of gold, lead, and ivory, as well as being a mixture of animal and human teeth. 17. The earliest flush toilets were used by the people of the Indus Valley Civilization, which existed from approximately 3300 BC to 1700 BC. Almost every home in the ancient cities of Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa had a flush toilet connected to a common sewage system. 18. This fact is for matured audiences only. If you are under 14, you can stop watching because this is the final fact for today. In ancient Mesopotamia, every woman was expected to go to the temple of Ishtar, Aphrodite, at least once in her lifetime and make love with a stranger. Men preferred to take on the female role, and there's a whole list of the positions they enjoyed.